Hey Bookworms, I hope you had an awesome Thanksgiving. And here is our weekly whimsy this week. So we're almost done. We've only got a couple left, but we've got, I think, 2 left after this week. And then you guys should be getting your newest box soon, which I'm very excited to send out. So here is our hand with time. So I already did, I traced it with the carbon pencil, whatever, on the back. Traced it that way, and then I went ahead and inked it. I used my micron, I used a number 1, and then you can see I used a lot of the inspiration from the original where it had the lines and such. And then I'm going to use my watercolor. Again, I'm like really hooked on the watercolor right now. Feel free to use whatever you've been having fun with. And then I'm going to go ahead and get my water pen. Oh, by the way, hopefully I remember to post this later. This is on sale on Black Friday. I think it's like $15 or $16. The watercolor Artistro, I think is how, Artistro. The watercolor paint, this one exactly. So if you like this little mini set, this is one I take with me on vacation every year, anytime we travel. And I even got my kids one because it has just like a pencil and everything you need. And then you just grab a little notebook and it's really fun. So if you like this little watercolor set, FYI, they're on sale. So I'm going to go ahead and start with I'm going to have to mix almost like a skin tone. That's the only thing I didn't like, that I'm a little bummed about this palette, is there's not a really great skin tone. So I'm going through a yellow and like an orange. It's pretty bright. I'm going to go ahead and go with it and then hopefully get a blend going on here. And I'm squeezing my pen a little as I go to water it down. And as you can see, I forgot to mention, I put tape. And now I just realized too that I didn't erase. I put tape on the edges and I'm going to darken it up around the hand later here in a little bit. And I'm gonna make it sort of like framed out with the tape. Okay. Now that I messed all that up. Alright, let me get this going. And I'm gonna mix some more color. And I don't have to be super careful because, like I said, I'm gonna make the background dark. And then the watch, I think I'm gonna make like a bronzy. So I'm okay with some of the yellow coming through that way too. But yeah, the only thing I'm not crazy about with this palette, because other than that it's like a really fun palette, is that it doesn't really have a good skin tone. And I feel like the colors I would normally mix are pretty vibrant, like when I mix them together, as you can see. Now I haven't tried just like mixing it to the side, which I guess I should probably do. But I don't feel like it's as easy as it is with acrylic. Okay, so there's that. And then I'm going to pick up, let's see what I want to do. I'm going to pick up a little bit of a red and hopefully get a little more of a skin tone going here. It's a little better. Especially around the edges. Try to sort of mute this yellow down a little bit. I just don't think there's, which it's okay because I sort of like the vibrancy of it for this type of a thing, but when I'm trying to do something a little more realistic, I feel like it's too bright. But I think this will work for what I'm doing here. And it'll make really high contrast finish to this. So I think I'm gonna add a little of this burnt umber color to like a warmish brown, especially in the shadow areas. I think that will look really cool. Hope you all had a wonderful Thanksgiving. Ours was great. We're actually getting ready to do it again here really soon, in about an hour. I have some more family coming over. We host at our house, so it's been busy here. But I hope you all have, we all have very much to be thankful for. It's just a matter of realizing it. Sometimes, I know when things are hard, it's hard to see it, but I encourage you to look at all the wonderful people and things you have in your life, especially people, because we all have somebody in our life that loves us and is good to us. Sometimes it's hard to see that. Okay, so there is that there, and then I'm gonna grab another darker brown. So I'm just gonna layer colors. I'm liking it. All right, so I have this white. I don't think this is gonna do much for me, but we're gonna try it. It's okay. If you know what to do with white watercolor in a palette like this, let me know, because I don't ever feel like I get a good idea of what to do with it. It works good to blend, I guess, but so does water, right? Because it's watercolor. Okay, I'm pretty happy with that so far. And then I am going to do, let's see how my bronze works. I'm gonna try to get some good bronze going on here for the watch itself, which is still, my goodness, my kids are being loud. A good color. And I like sort of how it's monochromatic with the hand. And then I'm gonna do like the gold, hopefully, for the face. Sort of bronzy still. It's all right. I like that though. Okay. All right. And then I'm gonna try to get a little more detail. I'm gonna use some gray for the watch, especially right around the edge to make that pop. Okay, I like it. All right, so then from there, I'm gonna use, I started, you can see right there with a Sharpie, that's why I've got that black line, but I'm gonna grab my black little paint marker. I wonder if these might be on sale too on Amazon. I really like these as well. Amazon's great for inexpensive art. So I just picked up some of the water, so that way I'm not getting any bleed. I'll move this out of the way. And then I'm using the brush side, so there's two sides to this. And then I notice right in here, I want this to be black, right on the inside of the watch there. I'm just going to mainly go around everything and give it a nice crisp outer line, and then I'll fill it in from there. right. Oh. And then I'm gonna grab my one again and just crisp some of this up. I feel like I lost a little bit with the painting. So I'm not going to do all the little lines, I don't think. Just mainly the outlines themselves. All right, I think I'm pretty happy with that. I don't think I'm gonna do anything else as far as the detail goes. I just wanted to make that pop a little more. Okay, and then one other thing I wanted to do, since we're talking about time and space here, I thought it would be neat to make like almost like stars. If I can get my white marker out here. Oh my gosh, there we go. All right, so I'm gonna use my fine tip for this, hopefully. And these will be my faint stars in the background. And there we go. I'm gonna peel my tape off. My doggy's barking. There might be somebody here. All right, guys, I look forward to seeing yours, and I'll talk to you all soon. Have an awesome weekend. Bye.